Hello, fellow ambitionists, and welcome to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. I'm your host, and this is where we turn your ambitions into actionable plans. Through proven strategies, personalized goal roadmaps, and a focus on progress, I'll guide you in breaking down big goals into milestones you can achieve. Each episode delivers practical tools to help you stay on track and make real progress towards your goals. Ready to start accomplishing? Let's dive in. Welcome back to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast, a framework for consistent achievement. I'm Desiree Stapleton Gonzalez, Harvard Certified Business Strategist, PMP Certified Project Manager, and fractional COO, featured in Forbes, Business Insider, Entrepreneur, Thrive Global, and more than 50 other publications. So, let's get into today's topic. A lot of people assume they're not accomplishing their goals because they're not disciplined enough. And I'm going to tell you something most people never hear. Discipline is not the requirement most people think it is. Most people are not struggling with discipline. They are struggling with capacity, timing, and environment. That is not the same thing as discipline. Let me explain. Plenty of people who consider themselves undisciplined actually have no problem following through in certain areas of their life. Work deadlines, they meet them. Family responsibilities, they handle them. Showing up for other people, they do it. So it's not that they lack discipline, it's that the way they set up their goals doesn't match how they naturally function. And that's the first shift. You don't need to change your personality to accomplish a goal. You need to understand how you operate when you're at your best and build around that. Some people operate best with shorter work periods. Some people operate best at certain times of the day. Some need external accountability. Some need quiet. Some need structure that doesn't change. Some need structure that does change. Calling that a discipline issue ignores how human beings actually work. Here's the second shift. People assume discipline means doing difficult things with no resistance. But that's not discipline, that's preference. Discipline is simply your ability to return to something after resistance shows up. And most people never give themselves the chance because they think resistance means they're doing it wrong. Resistance is normal. You don't fix resistance with more discipline. You fix it by lowering the friction around the task so returning to the goal doesn't feel like a fight. The next thing people misunderstand is this: discipline doesn't create consistency, predictability does. When your day is unpredictable, your follow through becomes unpredictable. When your day has anchors, not strict rules, but anchors, you have places you can reliably return to. This is why some people think they have no discipline. Their days are chaos, and they expect themselves to perform inside that. You don't need discipline for that. You need predictability. Another point people miss is energy management. If you're trying to force yourself to take action at the wrong time of the day, in the wrong mental state, or with the wrong level of capacity, of course, it feels like you lack discipline. It's not discipline, it's bad timing. And here's something I want you to take with you. People become more disciplined when the task becomes easier to start. Not because they changed as a person, but because the barrier dropped. So let's recap in a way that gives you something real to work with. Okay. You don't need discipline to accomplish your goals. You need a way of working that matches how you naturally function. Lower friction around getting started. Predictable anchors in your day. Timing that makes sense for your brain, not someone else's. And understanding that resistance is normal, not proof that something's wrong with you. If you set up your goals in a way that makes sense for you, discipline stops becoming a factor. You don't need to become disciplined. You need a setup that doesn't fight against how you're built. So, if you want a framework that helps you build progress around your real capacity instead of forcing yourself into unsustainable systems, you'll find it inside Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the program. Visit goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com to learn more. I am Desiree Stapleton Gonzalez, and this has been Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to Goal Accomplishment Made Easy, the podcast. Stay committed. Keep taking those small daily steps and watch your goals turn to reality. For more resources and personalized support, visit goalaccomplishmentmadeeasy.com, and we'll see you in the next episode.